Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into DC Dark Legion and we're going to go over everything that's happened in the game so far. We're going to talk about where we are in the roadmap. We're going to talk about the newly launched web store, which is very, very cool. We're also going to talk about the banner change. There's a new server 205. They've made some changes to the bleed over there and a bunch of other stuff. That's a lot to discuss, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Right now, I am in my Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, definitely join. The link is in the description below. We got a lot of people here talking about the game. We got a lot of information and everything to share as well. I do follow the official Discord also, so I have all the game updates coming from them. So that's where I am right now. I'm in game updates. Go in here, and this is where we are with the roadmap so far. We have Darkest Timeline. We'll talk about that. We also have the Valentine's Day event that's currently going on. Next up is supposed to be cross-server and 3v3 meta brawl. Now, with that, I think that's going to wrap up Q1. In Q2, we're going to go into the friend system, the cross-server Guardian Challenge, and the Battle Royale. Now, this is just kind of a loose guideline, right? Some things could change, but so far, so good. We may see some systems, maybe the friend system comes before the cross-server because maybe it was easier to put together and they ran into some issues with cross-server. I don't know. But right now, as long as they go from left to right, that's kind of how I'm going to be reporting on this. They can change things up depending on what happens, right? So definitely keep an eye on the channel. I'll keep you updated on where we are in the roadmap and anything that happens with the game. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at Darkest Timeline. If we go into here, let me grab this here really quick. And then do I have anything else to launch? I do. I've got one more. So let me do that here really quick. We're going to go into Sun. That's where all the different game modes are. So let me back out. Over here, all the way down at the bottom. Now, Timeline, Darkest Timeline unlocks at War Room level 15. Then you get access to this. Couple huge benefits to this is, number one, this is going to be your main source for AC/DC shards. This is what allows you to build your force. It's the skill tree in this game. So you're going to get more resources so that you can build up your force, so you can strengthen your teams and your individual characters. Another one here I thought was really cool is you have these custom mythic champion shards. Now, it only gives you access to a limited number of mythics, specific mythics, like you've got Lex in there and a couple other people. It allows you to select one shard of one of those heroes. So the goal here is to get through this multiple times, allow yourself to build up multiple shards so you can select which characters that you want. Maybe you have a character that is getting ready to rank up, so you want to collect more shards of them. Or maybe, like one thing I did, is I want to make sure that I collect absolutely everybody. So I was close to getting Aquaman, so I went ahead and I got Aquaman. Now, you are going to get those characters at 0 stars. Just understand that. It takes a while to get these characters built up, the star levels built up. The reason why the star level is so important is because as you star up your characters, you unlock their skills. Your characters don't have full access to their skills until you get them to 5 white stars, which is the first 5 stars. All right, and then you get some other resources like source wall fragments, which allows you to summon. These are always good here. Intel points allows you to farm. And then also energy gems. Now, the cool thing here, with this game mode, if you're familiar with other games, this is a typical labyrinth mode where you're going from battle to battle. And as you battle through, you're going to select different buffs. You can also recruit different characters. They do it a little bit differently in that they give you just a select number of characters to choose from as your starting team. And then from there, as you work through, you continue to build up your team, get additional buffs, make some different choices as you're moving through. There's multiple choices to make as you're moving through the timeline so that you can get your team as strong as possible to get to the end. Now, you got 3 levels to go through. Once you get through that 3rd level, then you've completed the timeline and you can go to the next difficulty. I think right now there's 5 different difficulty levels. As you increase in difficulty, you're limited with who you can choose for your starting characters. So, like I think I'm in difficulty 4 right now, and I have to choose, I think, 1 or 2 goons to start off with in my starting team. So it does get a bit difficult, but you do get some buffs and things that you can use, like Ace in the Hole right here. I've unlocked these right here, which gives you bonuses based on, like this one is Metahuman. We've got Weapon Master, Energy Wheel. It's based on their tags, right? I got to get through this difficulty level here to unlock these ones here. and then Space-Time Weaver to unlock these two down here. So it's fun. I enjoy it. It doesn't take too long to get through, and you only get 5 attempts per week. So I already busted through all 5 of my attempts. I've got a day and 3 hours before those refresh. There is no way to purchase more attempts, at least right now. So that's where we sit with Crisis. I like it. I enjoy it. All right, next, what else do we have? We've got this. So this is, let me go ahead and grab this again. That was helping a teammate. Heartthrobs. This is the event, the Valentine's Day event. Couple things here. I do enjoy these types of events. We've seen these dice game events through multiple different types of games. I think probably maybe a couple changes I would make, right? Just some suggestions, a couple things that I'm not a huge fan of as far as the decisions, but you got your quests here, you go into here, you do your laps, you get all these so you can get these resources here. As you complete this, we're going to get these resources here as well. Let's see, if we go down to Love Pass. So here's the thing, you've got a base pass here, and you've got a tier 1 pass. This is basic. We've seen this in so many different games. You have a second pass, though. So not only do you have the free, but you also have a tier 1 and a tier 2. If you really want to spend on the game and really get as far as you can in this event, then you're probably going to go for the tier 2. You also have daily tasks. As you complete these, then you're going to get points towards this up here so that you can get these rewards, which is mainly dice. If you get that second track, which I did, I didn't get this one. Obviously, you can see that it's locked. I'm going to get some additional attempts to roll the dice as well as some gems here. And then you have the surprise store. So as you're collecting these tickets, you've got these tickets here. You've got things that you can purchase in the store, like more summons. Here's those mythic champion tickets we were talking about. Let me go into here real quick, see if I can click on it to show you. No, and I'm not going to get that just yet. I don't know what I want in the store yet, but it's your typical event, right? And you're just rolling the dice. Here's my thing. There's two things not a huge fan of, but it's okay because it doesn't really impact the free-to-play player. Number one is this second tier. I don't know. It's just another way to spend. But it really doesn't impact you. If you're free to play, you're going to stay with the base, and that's it, and you're fine. These tracks are really for people, obviously, who spend. Light spenders, I agree with the tier 1, but not with the tier 2. The other thing here is, and I think it's unnecessary. This one I think they just need to get rid of. The double dice. In order to do the double dice, you need 2 dice, unless you land on a space that says you get a free double roll, which is always nice. But not only do you have to use the dice, you also have to use gems. It's only 10 gems, but you have to use gems, including the 2 dice, in order to do the double roll. I think they need to get rid of the gems. I just stick with the singles. I haven't paid, it's only 10 gems, but I still haven't paid the 10 gems for the double. The only time I used the double was on a free one that I got. So, I don't know. I think they can get rid of that. So, there's my thoughts on that. Typical event, dice rolls. Pretty cool. I enjoy it. All right, so that's where we are, right? So there's the timeline, and that's where we are as far as the event for Valentine's Day. Let's talk about the web store. I really like the web store. Let's go here. Here we are. Important thing to note here is at the top, once you get here, and I'll have a link to the web store in the description below as well as on my Discord, is it's going to ask you for your UID. All right, so when you go into here and you go to your UID here, go in there, plug it into the store, and then it's going to recognize you. So verify that you've got the correct account. Is this the server that you want these purchases to go to? Is this the character that you want these purchases to go to? Right now, it's pretty bare bones. All it is planet coins, but it allows people to purchase who want to spend money on the game who haven't been able to because they're not in an officially launched region. So I think it's cool. It just gives another way for people to contribute to the game, which ultimately contributes to the development of the game. I'm super excited for this. I like what I'm seeing as far as the continued development of the game, and I'm super hopeful for the future. So let's talk about what the store offers. Right now, like I said, it's just the planet coins. I would like to see, and those of you who have seen Marvel Strike Force's web store, I would like to see something like that. I think Marvel Strike Force has done a great job with the web store. There's a lot of free stuff in there for free-to-play players to grab that are significant, that help them out. It's nothing that breaks the bank or breaks the game, but it keeps them coming back. It keeps the offers in front of them, and it also allows them to continue to build up different types of resources to move their free-to-play account forward. So I really feel that DC Dark Legions should take a page from Marvel Strike Force's web stores. That's just my thought. All right, so that's where we are. Roadmap, that's where we are with the store. Let's talk about the banner on server 205. I did create a new character over there so we can take a look at it. Also, after we talk about the bleed, I've got some summons. I've saved them all up, so we're going to see if we get anybody significant. So let's head on over there. All right. So, server 205, this is now officially my free-to-play account. My main account is no longer free-to-play because with the launch of the web store, I did put a little bit of money into the game, and one thing I am not sorry about is that second construction queue. That is absolutely game-changing. When it originally launched, it was permanent, and then I think it went to like a monthly re-up, and now it's permanent again. So hopefully it stays permanent because it is absolutely awesome to have that second queue. All right, so let's talk about this really quick before we get into the bleed. I'll show you what it looks like. It's a 4-champion bleed, right? So let's go ahead back to my Discord over here. The latest update right here talks about the experimental changes to the bleed. I'm not going to go into this in detail. If you want to read through it, I've got the link in the description below for my Discord. Come in here, take a look at it. But here's some things I want to highlight. For the first 3 weeks on server 205, we're going to have that 4-champion tracker, which has Superman, Joker, Sinestro, and Zatanna. And then after 3 weeks, a limited time single champion tracker is going to be added, which is what we have on every other server. And then, meanwhile, the 4-champion tracker will remain open long term. So what does that mean? Let's go to the tracker. Here we go with the bleed. The way that the bleed works is as you summon, and we got a bunch of summons that we're going to do as well. See if we get anybody cool. But as you summon, you have a certain percent chance to get a mythic. That mythic is not the guaranteed hero, banner hero. But you have a chance to get that banner hero. If you go through 3 mythic summons, if you go through your summons and you get 3 mythics and they're not the banner hero, that 4th mythic is the guaranteed banner hero. That's the way it works now. That's why I like the single champion banners, because you know which hero you're going to get. It's a little bit different here. All right, so let's go into the details. I think Aldir pointed this out to me a day or two ago, but here's all the information on the odds and everything. There's 2 bullet points I want to go over. Number 1 is number 3. Number 1 is number 3. Upon obtaining a mythic champion or legacy piece, there is a 26.9% combined chance that it will be the limited mythic champion or legacy piece of the current event session. So that's where those single character banners come into play, like Superman. If you fail 3 times, so you pull 3 different mythics and it's not that banner hero or legacy piece, the next mythic champion or legacy piece that you obtain is that guaranteed limited one. So you got to go through, if you go through the pity all 3 times, it's 200 pulls. If your luck is bad like mine, it's 200 pulls, worst case scenario, and then you'll get that featured character. Now, bullet point 5, this changes it up just a little bit, right? So the first limited mythic champion obtained is guaranteed to be Superman or Joker. So that's really it. So that's the difference with the banners. Hopefully I wasn't too confusing as I was explaining it, but definitely you can go to my Discord, read through the update there and their thought process behind it. Really, what they're trying to do is not pigeonhole us into a specific team to build, but offer a little bit more variety there. So, all right, let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's jump into the bleed. I've got, I can do what? 36 pulls here. So we'll see what we get. Let's see who our first mythic is. Let me go into my details here, show you who I've got so far. This is all I've got. All I've done in the bleed is our pulls that were required for a mission. So, all right, let's go. Draw 10. Mythic first 10? No. I got the Gas Derringer, though. All right. Let's go with my next 10. Hopefully I get a mythic to find out which one it is, Superman or Joker, and see if it works that way. All right, we got Catwoman again. Not fantastic. None. Cold gun. Boom. All right, I've got 6 more pulls to do. Let me check here really quick. I don't have any other options, so let's go through here. Catwoman again. Lots of Catwoman right now. 36 pulls. I was really hoping I got 16 draws before a guaranteed mythic. I swear it forces me to pity like almost every single time. Getting some nice legacy pieces though, so those are always good. Oh my gosh. Nada. Nothing. 12 draws, and then I'll get my guaranteed mythic, so we'll see who that is. Let me double check the stores really quick, see if I've got anything else I can grab. I could do this. Why not? I usually don't recommend getting that 3-pack there because the 323 for the 3 summons is not worth it. But since we're doing this, let's try it. We do have an event coming up here in a few hours, which is going to allow me to get more anvil fragments. They just don't want to give me a mythic at all. I got 9 more draws. I'll get it in this upcoming event. So, let me grab this. I don't think it's going to give me enough for anything. Row rankings, grab that. But if you go into the event calendar, this Interstellar Visitor, you can get up to 40 pulls, so 40 fragments, so you can do those pulls. All right, so I guess now we're going to go over into this, see if I can pull any mythics out of this. I've saved up all of these as well, so we'll see if we get any full characters or if it's all just character shards. All just character shards. And diamonds. No luck. Server 205 is not being very nice to me at all. No, nothing. No new characters. All right, so there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you. Just figured I'd have some fun with some polls and talk about some of the changes and everything that have happened in the game so far. Again, this 4-character bleed right here is only on server 205. Now that we have server 205, that's the only server that everybody's going to be joining when they jump into the game. But don't worry. Remember, if you want to play with some friends, or maybe you just know people in specific leagues that you want to join, you can always create a new character on the server that those people are on. So by doing that, you just go up into here, hit settings, go into service, hit account, and go to characters. And then you can create characters here and then choose whichever server that you want to go to. If you want to join us on server 204, come on over. We got some room. Not a lot, but we got some room. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.